NICVA holds 2 information days every year. They're developed in response to findings from our member survey and also from requests from our members through NICVA News and phone requests. The first of this year's Members Information Days, entitled Communicating Effectively Online, came about as a direct result of our members asking for practical advice and information on communicating online.
Okay, so we were presenting the Get Connected workshop as part of the Members Day on effective communicating online. We tried to give the participants a flavour of all the new range of blogging tools and social media tools, including photo sharing through Flickr and video and YouTube, and all of these new types of media, new ways of sharing content and sharing information. We gave an overview of the topic and the various tools and technologies, and then we did an exercise to look at which would be the most appropriate tools to suit the case study we were working on, which was Lisnaskea Community Cottage. So the groups all came back with their feedback from that, and then we had a session where Fergal O'Kane, our web developer, built an entire website, a blog, including photos from Flickr and videos from YouTube in a half hour, which was great and an ambitious thing to do, but it turned out well. So at the end of the session, we hope that people would at least have an interest in these new tools, and obviously there was a lot to cover, but we hope that we would just spark an interest and then people would go off and have a go themselves.
So what do you think of this morning session then, Alan?
So far it's interesting. Like, there's a lot of new tools out there to use for our website, and hopefully our maybe sub-websites that we maybe use and tie into.
Okay, and what do you think of the whole kind of Web 2? Did you know much about it before you came, or?
Knew nothing about it, no, and I'd be interested to see what it's all about when we get into it.
Right, and what did you think? Was it pitched at the right level, or was it a bit too technical, or was it just about right? Or?
It depends on your audience. For me it's about right. I reckon for some people maybe a bit too high pitched, but for me I think it's about right. Like, yeah.
For NICVA on effective writing for the web. It was part of an all-day affair that one session was looking at web tools and technologies, but my session was looking at how to write creatively and interestingly for the web. Because after all, if you got all the tools and technologies, it doesn't necessarily mean that the website's going to be any good. So we sort of looked at giving tips to people, of how to structure their content, use bullet points and headings and all of that. That simple sort of stuff that seems really, really obvious, but somehow you almost need to be told it and have it pointed out, because it's very tempting when you're very busy just to throw a whole lot of content up on the website and not think too much about it.
Michael, what did you think was good, or what was your favourite bit about today?
I thought it was all good. Very useful tips and techniques from both writing for the web and new ways of using websites to communicate and get our message and connect with people. So all the tools are very interested, very keen to get more training and try them out.
What, out of all the tools that we went through there in the second session, which one do you think you'd be most likely to use, or which do you think would be most useful for the organisation?
I could say we could immediately use things like the video, things that YouTube to send videos and podcasts onto our existing website, and then using something like WordPress to experiment with a new way of designing a site and slowly migrating our other information onto that. Something like our site mightn't be that complicated to flip over to something like an open source content management system. So if we tried it with something and experimented and showed what could be done, it might not be such a huge leap for us.
Thanks very much, Michael.